Alrighty. Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And it is CPI day. Yes, it is. Consumer Price Index. Some opinions are that it's going to be hot. Hot. We shall see. We shall see. It's been a sugar high. I know not a lot of people hear me say that. That's what we kind of say in the old financial industry. It's a sugar high. In other words, the gross domestic product is kind of like the way China's is. You know, it's pumped up. You know, it's government more than it is private sector. And when you have private sector, basically the private sector is growing an economy. And obviously, we all know that the CCCP doesn't even exist anymore. That's the old Soviet Union, because it was a totally government orientated workforce, and so that means it doesn't really grow. It just, they can hire people, but it doesn't innovate like a free market. Free markets innovate. No, we call that. I know this is now going to get really complicated because you're going to hear the word creative destruction. That's right. Two words that you would not think would marry together. And that is that what happens when you have government creating jobs, usually they go nowhere. You know, they don't really produce anything. I mean, they find ways to tax the individual more, take things away from you, make it so you can't grow as a business or as a project or as an experiment or research or development. You know, in other words, it doesn't grow things. It only hires things. You know, they take money from everybody, you know, taxes of some form or another, and then they hire people who will basically work at something, but it's not anything that grows at any good rate. And that's what they call this right now here in America. We have a sugar high. There's more people getting hired for the government than there is people in the private sector. And what is private sector? Amazon, you know, Google, Nevada, the chip maker, Bristol Myers Squibb, you know, the pharmaceutical, Merck Sharp and Dome, a pharmaceutical, General Motors, an automobile company. That's private sector. Ford, you know, Eli Lilly, you know, Exxon Mobil, Royal Dutch Shell, British Petroleum, you know, British Aerospace, you know, Siemens. They're private companies manufacturing, hoping to sell more this year than they did last year. And when you're in a government job, all you care about is being here now and being here next year and being here 3 years from now. And that's it. You're not worried about if you're going to be more. You're going to make the society more efficient. And most of the time they don't. They don't make it at all because they want to keep their job and they don't really care. So that's what we call a sugar high is going on right now. And you know, the last 12 hours of trading basically has been looking at it that way. They've been saying, "Ooh, I don't know if we're going to grow." And you can see there's the dollar index. We've been watching the interest rates actually rise here in the States. And you can see they tried to take them down a little bit yesterday, and now they're perking it up. You see it on the J4X there, that green, you know, hinky ASCII bar. And over here, let's see, that's how it looks right there. It's down just a little bit from yesterday. You can see it right there. Right there. See that? Actually, it looks higher today than it is yesterday. All right, so it's climbing up right now, and that dot is just hiding the fact. That's all it comes down to. And then we'll go over and take a look at it on our platform. Let's put that up on the platform. That's the beta you're looking at there. And let's go over to, where is it at? Right, dollar index right there. Okay. And let's put it up on the screen there. There it is. Yeah, it looks unchanged or up a little bit. It says the same thing as the Dukascopies. It says 98 and change. And let's go like that. There it is. You can see it. You know, just up a little bit. Nothing major. We did see it, yesterday trade as high as 104.15. The day before that, we saw it at 104.13 and a half. The day before that, it got up all the way up to 104.30. And then there we got 104.45 and then 104.46. So it's hanging on that 104 area, which is what we've been suggesting. We don't expect to see this at the 107s. We just expect to see it in the 104s. But I mean, it can climb. Of course, it can climb higher. More buyers and sellers always make it go up. Ooh, let's turn on the chat line. Let's see what's going on in the chat line too. So I'm all jacked about the number coming out today because there are money managers out there, some that I actually trust, and in other words, that what they said this year it comes to be relatively true, and what they said 5 years ago comes to be true, and then what they said 10 years ago and 20 years ago. In other words, they've been around a long time, like myself, and I recognize when they say something, you better take it serious because the chances are is it's going to happen. And in this case here, there's a very small group out there that are very responsible. They keep on saying that they may raise rates again, not lower rates. There's Robin. Hey, Robin, having trading related questions? Doc has the answer. I promise you this, that, and the other thing. Yes, indeed, we have the answer. So, my sip of coffee there for the first 8 minutes there. Yeah, so at this point, the sugar high has everybody a little nervous. A little nervous. It's like, wow, can't we just keep on faking it? And it's like, guess not. Not going to be able to keep on faking it. And that seems to be where we're at the moment. And as you can see there on the our regular trading platform for the day, you can see that pressure is on the upside. And you can see the actual product itself is just about unched. So we can get it back to normal. There it is. And you can see there on the dollar index on the J4X, same way. It's very close. 90 at 95, a little wide. They're a little concerned about the liquidity. When there's no liquidity, that's why the bid and offer gets wide. Because there's no product. In a brokerage house, if they fill orders where there's no liquidity, they're going to get in trouble. And the next thing you know, they're not in business anymore. So it's not just making money, it's to stay in business. So you can, what we say, facilitate execution. That's what they call it, facilitate execution. All right. So from the dollar index, we're going to jump over to, take a look at the euro and see what the euro is up to. Boy, I was listening to the economic news out of England. Oh, that's not looking good. Definitely not looking good. All right, let's get, where we at? We're trying to get the euro up on the screen. Let's get it up there. There it is. Oh, there's the experiment, the great experiment. We'll get back to that later on. And there it is there. You see it's trying to perk its head up. It's a plus right now at 0.00035. Oh, you can't even see that. Let's get that over there. Let's fix that. I don't know why it's wide like that, but I like that in some ways. Go like that. There we are. Yeah, so you can see it right there. It's at 0.00035. And so it's just plus by a hair of its chinny chin. It keeps on flirting with it. Did it yesterday? I think it actually went into the... Did it go into the sell yesterday? I think it did. Let's see what that says. And that says -0. Yep, it went into a sell yesterday. Let's put the sell in there. And now it's trying to perk its head up into the buy again. Talk about, just chaos in action. There it goes. Make that red. And then we are flirting with the buy, so we can put the little green line up here like that. Because it's trying to get, it's through the zero line. There it is. It's lifting again. 0.00044. It's lifting. Unfortunately, the weekly has been in that sell since over in here. This whole week here pushed it into the sell, and it's drifted down. It's not in the worst of conditions. No, we're not seeing a euro that's getting beat up. You can see it's more like it's trapped in some type of big channel. It's like a big channel going on there. And when we take it out even further, you can see it's been kind of, it was climbing for a while, and then, this is where they all thought interest rates were going to be cut. They got up to there, and then they started to realize this is a sugar high, and the chances of interest rates being cut are very slim. As much as the media, our state-sponsored media, keeps on telling everybody how wonderful it is. It's great. Our fearless leader does the same thing. Keeps on telling us that we just don't see it. The economy is great. The economy is great. It's growing. And of course, GDP is growing. And why is it growing? Because the government keeps on hiring people to do nothing. It's like China and the ghost cities, Ghost cities. I don't think we talk about ghost cities in China much. That's always a fascinating thing. Anyway, so there's the dollar. Let's put the euro up in there too. And there is the euro-dollar pairs trade. You see it's got a little red hinky going on at the moment, picking up the move from yesterday. And you can see the fast is at 69, basically, and the slow is at 57. So it's still trying to lift, but we've got a red hinky at the same time. So there's pressure in both directions. It's kind of in that neutral situation, just like we are right here, where we're above the zero line. See it there now, 0.0002524. Just changed again. And at the same time, it was in a buy and then went into the sell yesterday, and it's just no clean direction. And you got that weekly, pressing down, as you can see here, for the last 5 weeks. So there it is. What is next on this platform? What should we do next? We're going to, and you know what? Since we do now, we talk about dailies and weeklies, and we go over to, let's go to the intraday. Let's open that up too at the same time. Intraday. And see it tick away live and hot. There it comes. There it is, coming up. And as you see right there, it went into the buy. About, 20 seconds. Let's see what the time is on that. That is about, let me just stand up so I can see it even better. And let's not hurt the microphone here. There we are. And basically that went into a buy right there. Let's put a line in there too. It's always fun. Like so. We'll make it white. There it is. Went into the buy right there. And that was, see what time it was, at 7:25. So that is 19 minutes ago. Went into the buy, and it's found a way to go up. That's usually the way it works with our math. 8.5 out of 10 times our math is going to be right. So you can bet the pass. Imagine if you were at the crap table and you bet the pass line, knowing that you're going to be right almost 9 out of 10 times. You'd be betting the house every hour. You would be betting everything. And so, that's where we're at right there. So now, what do we got going on there? So that's the euro lifting up. And there's where the sell was too. It wasn't much of a sell. I guess it went from there, down. It was a winner chicken dinner. Then the last big buy was right there. It was a buy all the way out to there. Because remember, they're not, all this has to be all on the same side. So in other words, when we're looking at our intraday, this has to be all above. And then it went into the sell. It's going into, it's trying to get into the sell. It hasn't gotten into the sell yet. Why, traders? Because the green line's above, the little line's below, so it's still in the, now, if that would settle there, that would push it into the sell. But as long as we're concerned, it's still in a buy right there until this closes below. Now, you can see, I can see, we all can see. And there it is right there. You can see it. It was, one part of it was minus, but it didn't last. And so it didn't close there, so it's still into the buy since this spot right there. Cool. All right, so there is the intraday euro dollar pairs trade. Just like when we go and we look at same math, same product, same. Just like when we go and look at it right there. In this case here, the weekly says it's in a sell for all these weeks. And guess what? It went down more than it went up. Hooray for us. And the daily, well, there's the last buy right there. And it went up for a couple days, finding a way to go higher than lower. And then yesterday, it went into the sell and it made a new low. Doesn't matter if it's 2 ticks, 20 ticks, or 100 ticks. It made a new low. And that's at 8.5 out of 10. And now it's flirting through the zero line at 0.00031. Just perking its little head up. Playing away with the buy. 35 now. See that there? The 3.5 is there. Now why don't you see that on the screen? Okay, we got to move that over again. Like so. Let's see if you can see it there. There we go. And there's the 3.5 right there. Now it's 3.7. We'll make it even bigger. 0.0037 right there. Yep. Now we'll go back to the decreased and looking at it right there, still red, but look at that. Notice the Hinky actually is getting tighter and tighter. We're now at 69 point almost 3. It's 259 or 269, and the slow is at 57.744. So you can see, with our Manhattan indicators, that's Doc's Manhattan indicator, and we'll go along in there. All right, now from there, as I said, I've been looking at the British economy this morning. Woof. Oh, it's looking sad. Definitely sad. I've heard some good money managers say, we think we're just not going to do too much nibbling for a couple years. We're just going to sit back and watch it until they start to clean their act up. They say basically financially they're being governed like a center-left party. And Labour is starting to get traction. Remember, it's the Tories who control the parliament at the moment. And they're saying, wow, the government is functioning like a center-left party. So that means more government spending, less private sector spending. More government jobs, less private jobs. That means less money in everybody's pocket, and means that less potential and opportunity. It's just the way it rolls, unfortunately. And so from there, we go over to the cable and put it up on the screen. And there it is, GBP, the Great British Pound, against the dollar. And you can see now that's in a buy from here. Let's widen that out. There we are. You see it's went into the buy on that one right there. And it's still in the buy. But unfortunately, the weekly has been in a weekly sell for 3 weeks. And we need that to get through there to get going. So we know that there's some buying going on in the pound, but the weekly is not that comfortable. So it's more of a dead cat bounce. That's what it says to me. All right. And let's put it up on J4X too. Right there. Cable. Look at that. We got 5 days of Hinkies. Green. And you can see the fast is at 87.459. We see the slow at 60. That's 69.938. I think that's what that is. So, we have the buying is going on a daily basis. And then on a weekly basis, like so. We'll see how that matches up. There it is. You can see the red for 3 weeks going on 4 weeks going on a 5th week of red. Let's see what the internals look like. The two stochastics. The fast stochastics at 39.4. And the slow stochastics at, what is that? 38.6. I think that's what that is. 38.6. Yep, there's 37 and 38. So it's telling us that there's pressure on the downside still. Alrighty, righty. Hey, let's go take a look at that on an intraday basis. I like to have fun. Me likey having fun. Do we have a cable in there? I don't think we do. Let's get a cable in there. Let's make this a copy. Like so. Let's put Mr. Cable in there. Or it could be Mrs. Cable. Or it could be like, unfortunately, that person down in Texas. That LGBTQ whatever that went into the big church and started shooting everybody up. Pretty much most of our LGBTQ most of our mass shooters now here in America are in that category, which is kind of odd. I thought they were supposed to be peaceful people. But it seems like every time you turn around, one of them is shooting up somewhere. And I don't mean like mainlining in the arm. I'm talking about like they're taking a rifle and shooting at people. Copy and paste. And I'm sure our state-sponsored media here will hide that story. They'll tell you that we've seen them say that they're like, white supremacists. We've actually seen them do that. Oh yeah, they're white supremacists. It's like, what? It's a Spanish woman who now believes she's a man. Oh no, she's a white supremacist. Really? Far out. That must be a wig. Alright. And here comes cable on a 96 tick. Now that is okay, so it went into the buy here. Right there, is it? Let's double check it. I don't know. I see the green have a minus. I see the white have a minus. See those little circles? It's in that. So it went into the buy right there. So it went into the buy there and rode all the way up to right there. Let's move that over. So there was the winner chicken dinner. And then just one bar and back in the saddle again. And another buy. So it's a winner chicken dinner. Indeed. Right there was the first winner chicken dinner. And then we'll flip-flop this thing over again like so. And we are in there again. So we had very little loss. And we had two nice wins. Winner chicken dinner. Alrighty. Okay, traders, where do we go next? Anybody care to see anything? It's okay if you don't want to. You don't have to see anything. I don't mind just, talking about. Remember, I always believe, follow the money. The markets are governed by politics. The markets are governed, the economy is governed by politicians trying to garner up, take as much money as they can and get it in their own little pockets or give it to friends and family and so forth. So we always like to follow the money when it comes to markets. Follow the money, and usually it's legislation, or it could be even legislation. In other words, it's things that they pass and they try to convince their other politicians to pass so that they can give their friends money. That's right, friends and family plan. All right, and you see that's still growing and going and going. Indeed. All right. We've done another product. If anybody cares to see something, let us know. If not, I'm going over to Switzerland. Ooh, wonder what the price of Swiss chocolates are right now. I hear, they've been talking about it over and over and over again on the tonnage level. Matter of fact, I bet cocoa. Hey, Robin, what's the symbol on cocoa? We can put that up on the beta, and we can see what our math is telling us about that. But I believe that the cocoa has been rocking and a rolling. Let me go look it up. I think we're gonna look at Swiss, and when I think of Swiss, I think of little Swiss chocolate watches. But let's do this also at the same time. Let's go to the Swiss on a daily basis, like so, and right there. And Swiss has been just climbing and climbing. They're fighting inflation because guess what, traders? Inflation ain't gone. I know that Mr. Biden, I know most of the half the government here wants to tell you it's all gone. All gone. No more inflation. All gone. Let's spend money. Let's spend money we don't have. We'll take money from you. What was it that Mrs. Thatcher used to say? Sooner or later, socialists find out that they run out of spending other people's money, where they think they can always just take money from them. So you can see here we've been in a daily buy on the Swiss like that. We've been on the weekly buy like that. It's been climbing up. But you know what my head says? I think of Swiss chocolate. So let me go find the symbol for chocolate. Or cocoa. I guess it's cocoa. Let's find the symbol for cocoa. And we'll put it up on the platform. Because I understand that the people, because it's Valentine's Day. Coca. There it is. Cocoa. CCF. Let's put it in. And we'll put CC equals F. And that's the May contract. All right. Let's go do that. Let me see. So we go like this. We go like that. While you're watching, let's do this. Let's put something fun in there so you can watch it live. That's what's so fun about intraday trading. You get instant gratification. So there we are. We're just going to go like this. And you can watch that until it goes into a sell again. So you can watch the winner chicken dinner until we get there. All right, let's do this. I'm opening that up. Let's put it up into the beta. Let's see, where are you? Right there. And let's go to add. And we'll go like, let's go like right there. And CC equals F. CC equals F like in Frank or futures. Ta-da. And save. And then we'll just close that like so. Close that one like so. And there we are. Oh, yep. Thank you, Robin. And I should have put it in there for you too. Let's see. I had the thing open. Darn. Sorry about that. Let's give this a quick spinny little thing. So we go refresh. And let's see if we can find CC equals F. There it is. Being fed by Yahoo. Yahoo! Okay, there's the daily. And it's gone from, look at that. I went into the daily here. Let's see if you can see this. Wowzer. Wowzer. It's gone into the buy there. And it climbed from the 4,000 area to like the 45 or 40, almost 5,000 area. There's a winner chicken dinner, and then it goes into the sell. Now, obviously, you would not take any of the shorts because you can see that we've been in a buy since here. Back in, what is that, January 8th? I guess that's January 8th. January 8th is back. Let's see, where's January 8th? Right here. Since all that green started. So it's been in a buy on a weekly from like the 44 area, and now it's trading in the 6,000 area. That's a 33% gain. The math has picked up pretty much, the weekly picked it all up with no problem. And obviously the daily, as you can see right, hiya. You can see it tried to take a little profits for a couple of days, 3 days to be exact, and then boom, back in the saddle again. And off it went again. It went from like the 4,800 area all the way up to the 6,000 area. So, rock and roll. All right, cool. So that's the beta there. And look at that cable on the intraday. This is so much fun. Me likey where we do the intradays. I used to love that. I used to put the camera on the intraday all the time so people could come to the webinar and, trade intraday stuff. So at one point we used to have the camera for the whole webinar with the euro on there, and you could trade euro through our mathematics. Now we're getting ready to get organized. Giannis, if you're listening, yesterday we were working in the windmill laboratory, where in the robot factory, and we're going to try to get that feed for the currencies going over the next week. Now, Thursday we're going to take the first attempt to connect up. So We're going to get that going, and then people will be able to use. And then from there, we're going to get an intraday going. Once we get the live feed going, we'll get the intraday going, and people will be able to use our mathematics on this platform for the intraday. And then the $200 and $300 and $400 traders might be able to survive if they use their equity correctly and stops and so forth. They will be winner chicken dinners for everybody. Big chickens, round chickens, sweet chickens, honey glazed chickens. Once in a while you get a bad chicken, but that's what happens 8.5 out of 10 times. Ooh, look at this. The cable's trying to break into the cell. We got part of it there right now as we speak. We should change that inside to like pure white, something like that. Whoa, that's not right. Let's try it this way again. There we are. Let's make that like white. Ding. And as you can see here, there's the 0 line right there. You see it's flirting, but not flirting enough. It's still in the buy. It's still in the buy. Buy. Running hot, steady. All right, now from there, that is the cable, and we were just looking at the Swiss. So let's go back to the Swiss. And there's the Swiss. And we went there and we looked at cocoa. And so all those chocolate watches in Switzerland are getting more expensive from that action that we see in the cocoa market right there. Oop, that's not the cocoa market. There's the cocoa market right there. And there, were you able to see the intraday? There it is. It's still going. Look at that. Go. Yes, indeed. Just keeps on going. And we're in a buy from right ha. Boy, can I not show more proof of success? I don't know. I just don't know. Live trading on the screen, not delayed, and it's there for you. From Robin and Doc from Chicago Quant Technologies. Indeed. Is that cool or what? That is so cool. It makes me so happy. Me so happy. Let's see. Where do I want to go with this? Let's go like this because I just want to put it up there. Let's see if we can put it up there like that. There it is, like there. Ta-da-da-da. Yes, brought to you by Dukascopy and Chicago Quant Technologies. Indeed. Padam. All right. So from there, the Swiss, we're going to jump. Oh, we didn't get the Swiss up on beta. Not beta, J4X. I'm always getting confused between J4X beta and the regular system. There we go. And there you can see there. You see that. This is the daily. No, that's the weekly. So you can see there's 5 weeks in a buy. You can see the fastest trading at 88.8. And the slowest trading at, is that 85.4? So it's getting towards the topping area on the Manhattan indicators. But it's still going straight and steady. And when we look at it on a daily basis, same situation. Lots of buys like right cha. Let's go show it to you right there. Oh, not that. Not that. Oh, let's get rid of that. And let's get the beta up there again. And let's get the regular up there again. Let's see. There it is. Like there. I see. So we go like this. We'll get rid of that in a second. There it is, like that. Not only that, we'll delete it. Gone. All right. There's the cocoa. Let's go over to Ha and look at the Swiss franc. Right there. Right there. Days and days of buying. Right there. Days. And we just wanted to look at cocoa just to get the flavor, no pun intended, of what's going on with those poor Swiss watches and so forth. Now, speaking of which, I just saw the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 75. So let's go over to the intraday of the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and see what's going on there. Oh, still in a buy. How about that? All right, let's go check it out. Right there. Oh, wow, they've whacked that little puppy all the way down to there. Went into the buy. Let's go put this little box up there. Went into the buy right there. Then it was a nice little move. And then it went into a sell for 1 bar right there, and then right back into the buy again. Let's put another box in there. So it was a ouch right there. We'll make that red because it's like you're in the red, you lost. And then it gives you another buy. Where's that box at? Right there. All the way out to right there. There was another winner. And then that went into a sell, and that was a winner. So we'll put the winners down at the bottom like this. So there's the next winner right there. That was the winner. And then we go to here again. And there's your next winner. Right to there. So you got long here. And it made that right there. See, it all comes down to you traders. How fast, how nimble, and how much capital you're using. How smart you're using it. And then it pushed it into a sell. So let's go with the little red line. Because I'd say that's a loss. Right there was a loss. And then, of course, just like the past line on craps. Our math does it all the time. And is that it right there? I think that's it, yeah. So then it went into the buy right there. Where did it go into the buy? Right there. And it's a winner, winner, chicken dinner. So just looking at it right here. As a matter of fact, if you really want to get picky-oon, you went into the sell right here. And it was a winner all the way up to there. Now, don't you think if you were short here, you could make some money somewhere along the line? That's at 8.5 out of 10. I love it. You know, when Yano said, let's look at it all. Let's look at all the trading, you know, for $200 traders, for $200,000 traders, to $2 billion traders. And I've done it all, traders. And so there's a picture of success. Ooh, that is a loss. That's a loss. Let's get that in there. See, we don't hide the losses because we have so many more wins than losses. It's very easy to accept the loss. Right there. So that was a loser right there. And then what did it do? It made its money back, just like I said. All right, traders. That's what the math says every time. Every time. Step right up over here. Over here. Step up. 1 in wins the prize. 1 in wins the prize. Okay, from there, we go over to, where do we go? This is the intraday. So now let's go back to the daily weekly. Because if someone has an idea, just shout it out. We'll go take a look at it. Don't be scared. It's okay. It is. It's okay. All right, now we'll go to Robin 1. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. We just got done doing the Swiss. Let's go see the yen. I saw the yen. I thought they were closed, but they're open for a little bit today. And the yen and the Nikkei, the Nikkei went flying all the way up to where did the Nikkei go? Nikkei is up to 38,000 now. It's only like 1,500 points away from an all-time high. It's at a 48-year high or something like that. You know, it hasn't seen. I guess it was 1989 maybe. The Nikkei hit 39,000 something, which was the all-time high, and then it fell apart like the NASDAQ 100 or the Tech 100. It went from, you know, like, was it 5,000, the Tech 100? And it fell all the way down to something like 110 or something like that. It lost like, 80%. And the Nikkei did the same thing. It went from 39,000 down to like 7,000. It was a real pouncing, real beat the daylights out of the poor product. So let's go check it out. Let's go take a look at the yen. We'll throw it up on J4X first. The Yensky, right there. There's the Yensky, and it's climbing and climbing and climbing. It's threatening at the 150 area. You can see right there the high was 149.02 or 92, one or the other. Doesn't really matter. Probably 92. And you can see the fast is at, where is it at? 84.5, and the slow is at 86. So it's trying to top out in there. But we got a green hinky, so it's trapped in that neutral situation on the J4X. And then we go over to our main platform, and there it is right there, the yen. See the yen flipping all the way up to 149.90 something there, and you can see it's trying to roll over. You see that right there, very itsy bitsy. Yeah, itsy bitsy. Where's that mousey at? Right there, itsy bitsy, right on the edge there. And you can see we're in that weekly buy for a while, so no. From the 146 area, now we're almost touching the 150. So the weekly's been in that buy for 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th week. And then we go to beta. Let's go to the beta. Beta. And there's the beta. And we're going to go take a look at the Nikkei. If we can find the Nikkei, right? Where's it at? There it is. And magic says, look at that. All-time high, not all-time, I'm sorry. Close to being an all-time high. Let's open it up a little bit. Like that. Ooh, key. And for like the last 3 days, we've been in a buy, and the thing has gone like from the 37,000 area up to 38. What's the high there today? 38,400. So it's a 1,000-point move over a 3-day period. Whoop-de-doo. All right, some buying. But I think they're still going through the Lunar New Year, or the year of the Chinese New Year, the sign of the dragon. All right, so there we are. Go back to the home. Oh, I didn't mean that. Oh, I just realized that. How about that? The beta has that on the front page. So let's go back to. We'll just leave that in there because I don't need to show you Chicago Quant Technologies because I already showed you that. So there it is. There it is there. Oh, and you can see here it's been in a weekly buy since like way back here, like in the 33,000 area. So this thing's gone from 33,000 to up to 38,000. You know, it's been in that weekly buy. Buy. That's what it's been doing. That's in the buy. That's what it's been doing in a buy. Just a buy. All right. From there, we zip over to. Should we do intraday? I wonder if we can get intraday on that. That would be fun. Let's see the yen. Should we look at the yen intraday? I enjoy. I really do because I like intraday. I really like trading options intraday. They're the best. Doing spreads. It is the way. It's like the Mandalorian way. It's the way. This is the way. Let's see. Do we have yen in there? We're going to take out the. Let's see. Where are we going to put it? Let's take a look at that again, and we're going to go like copy. Let's put the yen in there. Paste. Unless any trader out there wants to see something. It doesn't look like it. They're all running away. They're running away. Buy. They're shorting Doc. That makes sense. The best technical analysis on the planet, and not many people are watching it. They watch it more during the repeat, probably because it's too insane to be so. It's so accurate all the time. Our math is so accurate, it's just hard to believe. You got to figure it's a sham. It must be a sham. They must be doing something. How do they do that? It's live at the same time, but somehow or another, it's like almost all the time right. It's like It must be a trick. It's a trick. What kind of trick is it? A magical trick. There it is right there. Let's see where they went into the sell on this puppy. Right there. Right there. It went into the sell right there. And I would say, since it's gone into the sell, it's definitely lower than higher, don't you think? I think. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. It stopped right there. Yeah. So it went into the sell here. It basically vacillated, made a nice big dip down to there, and then went back into the buy right there. And let's put that box in because it looks like, did it actually make money? It's like one of those neutral things, I guess you could say. So I guess we go like, it went into the buy there and lasted right to there. So closed there, made a high after the close. So it's a winner no matter what. That is a winner. Comes down to you, the trader, who has the ability to use a stop and to take a profit. And then it went into the sell right there. And that's where it's at now. It's in the sell. So it went into the sell right there. And it gave you a little pain. And then schmack-a-doodle. It's making money again. So it's still making the money. Now it comes up to you, trader. How much capital you're using and what kind of vehicle you're using to do it. That's what it really comes down to. That's a conversation we've had many a time here. Unfortunately, a lot of eyes get glazed over. People kind of, you see, start to watch to see how many people start to leave the room. It's like, oh man, you got to tell me I got to think and trade at the same time? I just want to just shoot from the hip. I'm a shooter. I want to take $100 and turn it into $1,000 in the next 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm a shooter. Bingo, bingo, bango, bongo. And then they start to disappear. And it's still in a sell. Making another low. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Making another low. Okay. Matter of fact, you know what? This thing, I wonder if I could shift this beta. I would say this could be literally a 63. Let's see what 63 or 69 does. I bet 69 is even more efficient. See, it depends on the beta of the underlying product itself. So let's go with 63 and see how that looks. I bet that's more accurate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the first cell there is right there. And when did it get into a buy? Not there, that's for sure. Right there? That was the buy right there. And that was a loser. And then it went back into the sell again. And made the money that you gave up. That's right. And then some, like 3 times more. Just like this baby is the winner chicken dinner. And there's your buy right, not there, that's the buy right there, this one. Let's put that in there. And there is the winner all the way up to there. So if you could figure a way of making money from here to there, you're a winner chicken dinner too. And then we can go and take a look at the last sell, like so. Is it right there? I think it's right there. It was a mild sell too, wasn't it? Way up to there. So you got short off of that close and went lower. You just have to figure out what you're going to do with it. And there's your buy right there. And that was the next winner right there. So, all right. What else have we got going on here? So it's just me and Robin at this point. We are scared away, everybody. They ran away. Another sip of the tea. Remember, traders, in what is it? Oh, the news is probably out already, right? The CPI is out. Let's take a look and see what the intraday looks like. Hot. Okay, so the CPI information was released. Let's show you where it was released. It was released right at 7:15 on this chart. Let's see, 7:15. Right. It was released to the press right there. So we're going to make this, and you can see how it quickly did a quick shift back and forth. So the news was released right there. The first thing they did is they sold it down a little bit, just a little bit on the S&P. And now you can see that they're nibbling away. So the news will probably pop the product up. And that's what we've shown before, is that they release the stuff to the media 15 minutes before they release it to the public, which makes no sense to me, because why does the media get the right to have it? Why can't we all see it at the same time? And the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which was down around 75 minus, is down around 53. So they're just nibbling. Family and friends get the nose. And you can see here it's working its way up. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll I don't know, maybe I'll stick around for it. All right, or maybe I'll trade for it. I don't know. I'm going to do this for at least another 2 minutes, that's for sure. And we're telling you that we think that the initial move overall in the first few minutes more than likely will find a way to be higher. And what magic that always is. It always cracks me up, and no one's prosecuted for it. And people are out there probably buying in black pools as we speak, right now, being long so that they can sell it to the public. And this is a way to help the insiders to still make money. That's what the government does for you. The big donors and the guys that are connected. That's how they do this. So we'll watch and see, but more than likely the number won't be as hot as everybody's worried about. And it'll lift up. And that'll be it. All right, traders, what should we call today? How about, what kind of title do we come up with for today's market webinar? We shall see. Let's go over to that part of the platform. We push there, and we push in the title. And you're watching the S&P still be a little bit firm. And usually what happens, they do something like they sell it. And then they take it up in the first 15-20 seconds. And that kind of sets it up for the insiders to liquidate what they bought. Be able to take the profit, since they already know right now they're nibbling away on the black pools. Remember, there's something like 46 or 47 ECMs now. So there's all kinds of ways for you to do insider trading without anybody seeing it, because the Securities Exchange Commission doesn't care, and the CFTC doesn't care, as long as it's their people doing the insider trading. All right. Okay, so title. There's that. And what did we do? We were telling you about intraday, daily, and weekly. How do we say it? I like this. Front runs. I like that. Front run market. Front run market. I think that's the title. Front run the market. How's that? That even makes better sense. Some out there will be like, what does that mean? That means that the government supports insider trading to people who are their friends. And that is, we show you the evidence of it all the time, but somehow or another, the CFTC and the Securities Exchange Commission cannot figure it out. I don't know why. All right, traders, this is Doc from North America. We're going to be putting our helmets on and strapping in our seat. We're going to catch the fun. So, everybody, happy trails to you until we meet again, which will be Wednesday. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, later, traders. Have a safe and smart trading day. Think money management. Ta-ta for now. Bingo, bango, bongo. Oh, look at that. They're generating a green there. That's cool. Look at that. It's turning into the green that we talked about. Okay. On the dollar index. Ta-ta.